Hey everyone, I haven't made a video for a while. Said I wasn't going to let that happen, and I sure enough did. Life, it gets busy, it comes at you, things happen, and it is what it is. But this video I needed to get out, and it's for me more than anybody, because I've got these thoughts in my head that just keep rolling around, and this is kind of my medium of trying to self-therapize. Is that something? Self-therapize. Self-therapy. There you go. Because it helps me to talk this out, and I like to think that maybe somebody's going to see this eventually. Even though so far none of my videos have any views, which is fine. That's not why I do it. Don't care about the views, don't care about the clicks. Not why I'm here. I'm just here to try and help everybody hopefully survive what is coming. I've been watching a lot of videos for the last little while. Wanted to get this out since Friday and just hadn't been able to make it happen. Everything going on in the banking industry right now. Guys, anyone who's paid attention, you know this has been coming. I didn't expect it to happen this fast for the most part. But I've been watching, you know, a lot of channels, a lot of guys that are way smarter than me. And that's not very hard to do. Not the smartest guy on the planet, can tell you that right now. But Economic Ninja, Joe at Nobody Special, Johnny Bravo, Jeremiah Babe. There's so many people out there to watch and to learn stuff from, especially as far as the way things are going right now. But this is the point that I want to make, and what I was gonna post, since Friday night. Guys, the banks and the government are going to take care of their own, and that's what we have to understand. They're going to take care of their own. What do I mean by that? Well, within 2 hours ago, they announced that Silicon Valley Bank is going to get a bailout, $25 billion. It's a bailout. Call it what it is. Whether they print the money, whether they take it from taxpayers, it's money coming from us because we're going to pay for it one way or the other. Why? Why, after the last banking crisis, when they passed laws to prevent them from doing bailouts ever again, are they bailing this bank out? Pretty easy to understand. Silicon Valley. Come on, guys. The heart of Nancy Pelosi's district. The heart of the tech industry. I read that Oprah Winfrey had $590 million in this bank that she was looking at losing. The list goes on of the people and the corporations that had their money in this bank. They're going to take care of their own. And they're going to do it at our expense, because that's what they do. They take care of their own at our expense. And that's exactly what's happening. So they're bailing them out now using whatever means you want to call it, taxpayer money, whatever it is. And here we go. They're going to make the problem worse. Now, I watched a video. I'm still working on figuring out the whole YouTube thing. I can't even make a thumbnail. I haven't gone that far yet to look at how to make a thumbnail for my videos. Part of the reason why it's probably not getting out there at all. But I watched a video, and it was by CNN, put out by CNN 2 days ago. No, yesterday, Saturday. I watched this video, and CNN was interviewing the CEO of an online telehealth company. Don't remember her name, don't remember much else about it. She got a call from one of her investors Thursday or Friday morning telling her to get her money out of the bank. They get taken care of, guys. They take care of each other, and they do it at our expense. She went on to tell the whole story, and the host was very nice. Well, I'm not alleging that you did anything wrong. You got to be kidding me. The CEO, CFO, Chief Operating Officer were selling stock 3 weeks ago in this company. Sold the majority of their stock. This happens every single time. It always goes this way. Every time. The people at the top save themselves and save their buddies, and then the rest of us get stuck holding the bill. That's how they stay rich, that's how they stay powerful, and that's how the rest of us stay broke. Tell me I'm wrong. So everyone is now saying, don't go and get your money out of the bank tomorrow. Don't do a bank run. Boy, it's only going to make it worse. What's the alternative? If you don't get your money out tomorrow, are the rest of these banks going to go and get their money? Are the rest of the CEOs going to take their bonus? Just announced that SVB, right before their collapse on Friday, all their employees got their annual bonuses. I haven't looked up to see if that's normal, a normal time of year in March for them to get their bonuses. Maybe it is. Doubt it. They were taking care of their own at our expense. I'm not advocating for you to go run to the bank and pull your money out, because that's not my place. I am not a financial professional. I'm not an advisor. I am nobody other than a pissed off, frumpy American. That's what I am. I'm pissed off because they keep stealing from us. And they keep making the world that my kids are going to grow up in a crappy, and I'm catching myself to watch my language, crappy place with no future. Guys, I have a 20-year-old son that lives at home because he can't afford an apartment. He has a good job. He works as a machinist. I'm not going to tell you what he makes because I think it's really low, and I think he needs to talk to his bosses about it. But even still, at 20 bucks an hour for a 20-year-old kid, if he was making 20 bucks an hour, he couldn't afford an apartment here. Yeah, maybe if 8 or 10 guys go in on a 2-bedroom apartment, who wants to live like that? It baffles me at what people are doing. And yeah, you know, YouTube, I'm trying it now. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, would it be great for this to take off? Yeah, it would. Am I trying other things? You bet. But when I was my son's age, I went and got a job. I was making $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year, which is not a lot of money. But on that salary, I bought my first house. I bought my first car. New car. Because, I'm an idiot at the time. I actually leased it. It's kind of a bad deal. But it pushed me to bigger things. Okay? It doesn't seem like the world has changed that much. And I realize now that's 20-something years ago. And if I think about it at that time, 20 years before that, here's a funny thing. When I bought my house at the beginning of the 2000s, I paid as much for my house as my parents paid for their house in 1980. The first house they bought. Because of inflation at the time, right? At the same time, Volcker did that, and interest rates were through the roof, and everything else that was going on. They were $140,000 for a house in 1980, and that was ridiculous. And that's what I paid for my first house. Go find a house for $140,000 today. Go find one. And if you can, it's going to cost way more than most people can afford. How are we going to do it, guys? How is this next generation going to do it? I get their frustration. I get their angst. I don't have the answers. All I know is take care of you and take care of your own. People that are telling you don't run on the banks, do you think they're going to run on the banks? Do you think they're going to make sure their money gets out? Because the answer that I think is most likely yes. They're going to take care of themselves, and they're going to do it at your expense. Mark my words on that. That's how this is going down. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your money. And stay close to God. It's the only thing that's going to get us through right now. Hope everyone has a good night. I'll catch you later.